Hello everyone, welcome back to the Ritual Flow. For today's reading, we're doing a weekly reading for the week of April 29th through May 5th. Please keep in mind, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what does not. Not all messages will resonate with everyone or be for everyone. So just take what feels like it's for you and leave the rest. This reading is timeless as well, so if you're seeing this at a later point in time than the week it is designated for, that's just an indicator that now is a better time for you to receive these messages. Now is a time for there to be more relevance in your life to what you're about to hear. So, what's coming through immediately here is that there's some sort of truth that you've not been seeing. Something has been hidden from you. There's a couple of things here. This could be some information that someone has not shared with you yet. For others of you, this could be something that like this truth is right in front of you, but you haven't been allowing yourself to see it. But like your soul knows the truth, regardless of what the situation is, regardless of like whether your mind has been like telling you other stories so that you're not believing what's really true, or not like focusing on the truth, or like if someone has hidden something from you, like deep down you know what it is, and you know what the truth is. So what you're being called to do is follow your intuition and take some sort of action based on that. We're going to clarify in a moment here to get a little bit more detail about what that might look like for you. In the release area here, the primary thing coming through is defensiveness, but there's also this element of competition. It's almost like this energy of getting defensive about like the possibility of competition, or like feeling competitive about something even, and then getting defensive about like the perceived competition when there like isn't really. But it's just like it's your own insecurity that's like making you feel like there's some sort of competition at play, and making you feel like you need to be defensive. And like something about that could have something to do with like if someone hasn't told you something yet. It's like I'm getting this message that like something about this competitive defensive mindset that you have been harboring, that it's like based in some sort of truth you're not seeing, or something that you don't know, or you're not like allowing yourself to believe. It's almost like an energy of like expecting the worst when things aren't really as bad as they seem. That like it's like some sort of past experiences, past trauma is like fueling this insecurity of like making you feel like there's competition. But like what I'm getting is that like you're of a different caliber, like any sort of competition that would be like placed beside you. It's like it doesn't hold a candle to you. It doesn't really compare. There's also a message coming through, like kind of on the other side of that, of like, if this competition like isn't just perceived, it's like something in your mind, there's still this defensive mindset that you need to let go of to better serve yourself. Because like, if someone isn't seeing you fully or honoring you fully, and you're having to like compete for their attention, like then they're not really appreciating you for who you are. And that, like, in that scenario, there is no competition, or like it's a scenario where you're not being valued. So whatever this competition is, like, the right thing for you to do is like listen to your intuition and withdraw yourself from it. Either way, you need to think about and focus on what lights you up, what makes you happy, what brings success and like warmth and radiance into your life, regardless of what external circumstances may be. This overarching energy is based in like self-reflection, inner work, and that this piece here with the Five of Wands feels like a big source of like where the inner work is coming from. Something about solitude too, like if you're not being valued where you're at and are having to like compete for a spot that like you should just be like like winning or like awarded, but still like you're having to compete, like when there is no competition, that like you're better off alone in that scenario. Okay, let's clarify this a bit. Let me get one more for the High Priestess. Okay. So, that was hidden underneath that. Okay, so the King of Swords and King of Cups came out. Yeah, what I was saying before about like your mind telling you one thing, and like your heart, your soul, like telling you, like knowing the truth and sort of like having something different to say than like what's on the mind. That's exactly what's being displayed here. Like this is like head versus heart energy. And there's something here about a romantic offer, like this romantic, like charming sort of energy approaching. And this is something that you need to reflect on, like what your head is saying versus what your heart is saying. And to get really clear on what the difference is, to let the heart, to let the soul lead in this scenario, because that's what's going to bring you happiness. Like whatever calculations the mind is making, it's going to throw you into a space of like feeling like you don't know, feeling like the answer is out of reach. Like it puts you in a state of overthinking things, when really like your heart knows the way. And when you sit with it, perhaps in meditation or however you like to do that, to sit and reflect, not in a way of like letting the mind run rampant and like send you into like a tailspin, but like a space of like coming home to yourself, getting really honest with yourself about what it is you feel and what it is that you want. Let's take a look a bit at this action. And then tell me about the Knight of Wands, please. The Six of Swords. And Two of Cups. So, yeah, it's like this energy that like when you add everything up on paper, like you get one answer, and when you just like listen to your intuition, you get a different answer. So there's like a question here of what to trust, what to take action on. And this does have to do like with a partnership situation of some kind. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but that is the strongest energy coming through here. But like if this is about like a work relationship or family relationship, you know, just make adjustments as needed. Let's get one more for the Knight of Wands while we're here. Because, like, this clarity, communication. Okay. So, you're needing to make a transition of some kind. For some of you, this could just be like this internal, this like inner work, making a change of your mindset or like a change of how you're approaching decisions in your life, how you're approaching feelings in your life. Because like something about this relationship, this connection, like something has to change. Whether that is you and the role you're playing in this connection, or whether it's like something about the foundation of the connection itself, or whether like this is not the right connection for you. It's like, what's coming through here is that, like, first of all, it's time to take action on like making a move here with regards to this relationship. Like something needs to be said. Something needs to be spoken, communicated that has not been said yet. Like it's been held back. Some sort of truth, some sort of like understanding that you have gained, like something that you know in your heart of hearts that like your mind has kept you from saying, and like kept you from speaking that truth. Like you know the truth about how you feel and how you want to express that, but there's something like in some type of way you haven't been expressing it. Or maybe the way in which you've been expressing it has not been like, it's not been a match for like the feelings behind it. And that could go either way, like whether it's someone that you care deeply about and you don't tell them enough, like how much you care and like why you care and what you care about more specifically, then like you're being called to do that. Or like if it's more of a situation where something is feeling like over and done, like this connection feels like a dead end road, then it's like you've been hesitating to say that you feel that way, to like say that you feel that this isn't going anywhere, and to like speak up and do that. But like whatever it is that you need to say, like it's very pressing at this time to let yourself say that, to let yourself be honest about how you feel, to offer your own truth like into the equation. It's like I feel like regardless, you haven't spoken up either way about what it is that you need to say, because you're worried about how it's going to change the relationship, like whether it's like in a more traditionally positive direction, where it's like you're worried about like saying how strong your feelings are, and like because that like escalates things and like takes things to the next level or whatever, and like if there's a fear of commitment, or whether you're afraid to say like your truth because when you do, it's going to like put an end to things. So regardless of which direction things are going, like there's a fear surrounding the change itself. Like whether this change would be like good for you in a way that lets things like develop and progress further, or and like move to a better space, or whether it puts the brakes on things and like shifts, like changes direction. Not speaking up, like not saying what the truth is just like creating delays for you. Yeah, delays. It's holding holding back. This action of like speaking up is holding you back from moving forward in your life. Let's look at the 5 of Wands. Knight of Swords and the High Priestess. This is like a call to, like, once again, like something about releasing this competitive vibe, this like defensive vibe it's like deep down, it's not something worth holding on to. Like, you don't have to compete for someone's attention when you know your worth. And if that person isn't able to see it, well then, why are you even competing? Like, if someone can't see your worth, like for who you are, it's time to leave. This can also be like you fighting against the change is another thing coming through with that. Like to like, it's time to let go of this fight that you've been keeping up, and to like surrender to the direction that your life is meant to take. Like holding on, like trying to continue this fight like within yourself is stressing you out. it's creating unnecessary stress in your life. And there's like, once again, this call to communicate what you know, what you feel intuitively. I don't know. It's there's a message here about like being careful not to make like impulsive accusations or like stir up drama, like create like an argument out of nowhere. And I'm sensing like there may be a tendency to do that when things get a little tense. And in this scenario, you're being asked to sort of like practice letting that go and trust in what you know, trust in what you feel. Because it's like in that moment, it may like feel like some sort of vindication to like throw some sort of accusation or like harsh words around, like in that defensive energy. But ultimately, like you know, that's not serving your truth or like serving your forward movement to continue. Like there's two scenarios here too, like again, because this is relevant for different people in different scenarios, but it's like someone needs to like stop fighting against making like positive forward movement that will be like beneficial to you. And like someone needs to stop fighting against like not making movement when like a change needs to be made. It's like regardless, like there's a big fear of fear of the change. Let me get one more for the Five of Wands. Yeah. So yeah. You're supposed to stay in this grounded energy to like be sensible, be this voice of reason, not let your like anger or like it's almost like this pettiness sort of energy. Like if someone like tries to throw something in your face, there's like this urge to just like throw something right back. But it's like what's going to serve you better here is to basically just like let that other person like throw their insults like into the empty air, and to not like gratify or like condone or it's like not to stoop to that level, not to play those sorts of energetic games, but rather to like hold your own ground, like sit in your peace, rather than like let that person's like it's feel like I'm seeing like a yappy little dog, like not to let that energy like draw you into it and make you behave that way as well, because like you want to come at this from like a very, I'm sensing someone who's like wants to be very like level-headed and like make the right decision and like make the logical decision. And that's what's caused this sense of overthinking and the lack of action on speaking up and like moving through the steps, making the actions necessary to create a change in your life. We're looking at the sun. Wow. So, yeah, mental conflict. Like, there's been a lot of confusion about what actually is going to make you happy. And it's because you've been like thinking about it, like trying to calculate almost like what's going to make you happy, trying to like, it feels like someone solving a math problem or like a puzzle or something, like trying to like figure out the right answer. When it's like if you listen to your heart and listen to how you feel, listen to your intuition, which is all over here, that's what you should be doing, then it's not as confusing. It's very clear what makes you happy, what lights you up and makes you feel good. And once you free yourself from this like mental battlefield and just like let things flow naturally and honestly based on like what your truth is, what feels right and good to you, then like you can create the life you want to see. Like that's one thing that you need to think about specifically is that like how your actions have created the life that you live in currently, how your actions have created the relationship or partnership that you're in or that you want to be in, and sort of like reflect on that. Sort of connect the dots to see how like you're living in a reality that you created. It's just like you created it with your past self, your past actions, and it may not be suitable to who you are now and like what you're doing and wanting now. But you have the power to create, once again, like the life you want to live in, even if that looks different than you thought it would. But you have to choose it, and you have to speak up and be honest about what you want out of your life, what you want out of a partnership, and in some cases what you don't want. And to make that known, to make that clear. And if the person on the other side of this like isn't on board with like what you want out of life, then that's not your person. Like when you're choosing to share a life with someone, your visions should be very similar. But you have to be clear and honest and truthful about what your vision is, to not try to mold it into what someone else wants or to sacrifice it for what someone else wants. Like a balanced partnership, even if the visions are a little bit different, like both should be included. And if one of the people in this partnership is not feeling that way, like if one of you is not on board for taking things a step further or for like scaling things back and maybe like ending things, making a change in that way, then, that's not something you can continue to ignore. That's something that has to be addressed. And not in this like petty, sort of dramatic, impulsive manner, but like from a place of grounded honesty. Like, this is what's been going on, and like this is why that doesn't work for me, and this is what I want, and like if that's not what you want, then maybe it doesn't make sense for us to like keep doing this. Or, this is where I see the future going. where do you see it going? And like, okay, I'm like, these are or are not on the same page. Like, like, let's talk about it. Like, let's talk about it is a big phrase, because like someone needs to talk about something that they haven't been talking about. And now is the time. The Knight of Wands came back out here again. Like, it's time to do this. And the doing this is like saying what you need, saying what's real for you, what's right for you. Okay. There's, let me get one more here. All right. Several more, but we'll see what came out here. Okay. So there's a lot of positive energy here. Like I said before, this not speaking up, not saying how you really feel, what you really need in this situation has been creating delays for you, has been holding you back from feeling loved, from feeling whole, from feeling like you are yourself, like you're being yourself, like you're living as yourself. I'm also getting, you may have been suffering from some sort of like financial issues or problems by like not making this choice to like proceed in this particular direction, whether that is like toward a connection or away from one, or I guess in some cases it could be both, but whichever direction you've been like afraid to go, or like nervous, like hesitant about going, not going in that direction has been making things more difficult for you. Like if there's been some like financial struggles, it's like something about that is a sign that you're not going the right way. And when you speak up and choose to go a different way, like introduce yourself, your truth to the situation, then you will see a change. Like you will see a turnaround in your financial situation that you've been dealing with. As I was saying about this like need for change, this like being afraid of change, whether it's like in a, like regardless of which direction it feels like it's going to you, it is going forward, and you're being asked to trust in it. That like this relief, this like abundance of, it's like financial and love, like it's on the other side of like trusting in what you feel, trusting in your own power to create a life that you love. And it's like going with the flow instead of fighting against the current. Because like someone, like regardless of what this change looks like for you, you've been fighting it. Whether this is like ending this relationship or taking things to the next level, you've been fighting against that current, like shying away from the power that you have to create the life that you want. It feels risky. It feels like it takes a lot of courage to step up and speak your truth because of the consequences that it's going to have. But like whatever consequences there are, like whatever consequences are present, they're the right ones for you. They're like the consequences you need. So if like the consequence of being honest and like saying what you need out of a relationship, out of a connection, like puts an end to things, like that's the consequence that was right for you. That like this connection was never meant for you in the first place. Or, you know, if you like lay things out about how you're feeling, like being nervous about like moving things forward or taking things to the next step, like however having that conversation turns out for you is like what you need, whether that's like some sort of lesson or some sort of like positive like turn of events. It's like when you speak up and you're honest and open about how you really feel and what's really true for you, you get what you need. That's the biggest message here, that like when you speak your truth and like don't hold it back, don't like make judgments on it or worry about the judgments of others on your truth, because like someone else can't change your truth. They can either respect it and work with it, or they cannot. Much the same way that you could do with someone else. That's a message here too, to make sure that when you're speaking your truth and expecting it to be respected, to do the same for the other party. Like I said before, like this like petty defensive energy, if you speak your truth and that person gets defensive, like, don't buy into that. Don't give them any of that energy to work with. Like, leave your truth as it is. Like that's a clear enough statement. And if someone wants to make a big stink about why your truth is a problem for them, well, then that's their problem, not yours, because like it's not part of your truth. And it's like if they want to reject your truth, that's a good sign to move on. If they're like open and receptive and like want to know more about it and like ways that they can like help you be living more in your truth, like green flag. Keep going with that. Also, use your discernment, because some people may like say the words to indicate that they're like trying to be respectful of your truth and understanding and everything, but then like the actions that follow that don't match the words. So just like be wary of that, be mindful of that. Make sure that like whoever is saying that they respect your truth, that their actions show that as well. Okay. So if this reading resonated, give it a like, comment down below, share it with someone, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for letting me read for you. I hope this has been helpful and helps you navigate the communication that you're needing to have at this time. If you are interested in a personal reading, you can see how to do that below in the description, and I will see you next time. Bye.